mga kawawmat, in this video we will discuss illustrating a linear function. Our objectives, we will illustrate a linear function and we will represent a linear function as an equation, table of values, and a graph. So ipapakita natin kung paano nga ba malalaman na linear function siya kapag ang binigay sa atin ay equation, table of values, and a graph. So what is a linear function? So a linear function is a function that can be written in the form f of x is equal to mx plus b, where m and f of x are not both equal to 0, where m tells us the slope of a line and b tells us where the graph crosses the y-axis. So as you can see, I know familiar tayo sa ganitong equation sa ganitong form, 'di ba? So this is the slope-intercept form. That's why we have m the slope and b the y-intercept. Okay. So a linear function can be written in f of x is equal to mx plus b. Okay. Now, a function whose graph is a straight line. So always remember that the graph of a linear function is a straight line. Okay? Its equation can be written in the form of y equals mx plus b, where x and y are used for independent and dependent variables. Respectively, your m should not be equal to 0. Okay. So, tatandaan po na ang function, the graph is a straight line and it is in the form of f of x is equal to mx plus b, or y is equal to mx plus b, because we all know that f of x is equal to y, or y is equal to f of x. Okay? So, tatandaan po na ito pong y is equal to f of x. Okay? That's why pwede siyang f of x is equal to mx plus b. Pwede rin namang y is equal to mx plus b. Okay. Now, f of x means the value of f at x. So, ito po yung value of f at x. So, what is the function if the value of x is this? Okay? It does not mean f times x. Hindi po f times x ang ibig sabihin niyan. Now, letters other than f such as g and h, or g and h, small or capital, can also be used. So, halimbawa, ito po. So, hindi lang po f of x. You might encounter g of x, h of x. Ginagamit din po ito kapag linear function. Okay? Or sa functions. Okay? So, tatandaan po na whenever we see y equals mx plus b, that is just the same as f of x is equal to mx plus b. Okay? And then, other than f, okay, bukod sa f, we can also use g. G of x or h of x. So, how will you know if an equation is a linear function? So, which of the following function is linear? So, tatandaan that a linear function should be in the form of y is equal to mx plus b, or f of x is equal to mx plus b. So, meron siyang m na slope and then your by intercept. Okay? So, sige nga po, tingnan natin. Given the following equation, which of the following is a linear function? And alin dito ang hindi? Okay. So, number one is a linear function. Why? Because it is in the form of y is equal to mx plus b, where your slope is negative 3. Kasi dito, y equals mx plus b, your m here is the slope, your b is the y-intercept. Okay? So, your slope here is negative 3, your y-intercept, your b is positive 1. So, this is a linear function. Okay, and tatandaan, kapag linear function, the highest degree is 1. So, yun lang po ang titingnan din. Kapag nakita nyo na, ay, 1 ang degree, ang highest degree niya. So, linear yun, linear function. Next. So, number 2, I have y is equal to x over 2 minus 7. So, this is still a linear function. Pwede natin siya i-rewrite as y is equal to 1/2 x. Kasi ito, ang coefficient nito is 1/2 eh. So, pwede siyang 1/2 x. Okay? For as long as yung variable mo wala sa denominator. Okay? So, ito, pwede mo siya i-rewrite as 1 half x minus 7. So, meron pa rin tayong m, 1 half. Meron pa rin tayong b, y-intercept, which is negative 7. So, this is a linear function. Number 3. So, this is a linear function. Y. Pwede natin siya i-rewrite as y is equal to 5x plus 0. Kasi wala siyang y-intercept. So, ang m mo dito, your slope is 5. Your y-intercept is 0. Your b. Okay? So, kapag ganito, y is equal to 5x, ibig sabihin 0 to. So, meron pa rin siyang y equals mx plus b. Next, number 4. So, this is not a linear function. Why? Because this cannot be expressed as y is equal to mx plus b because your variable is in the denominator. Okay? Yung x mo ay nasa denominator. Kung yan ay nasa numerator kagaya nito, pwede mo siya i-rewrite ng ganito. Pero ito hindi po pwede. So, this is not a linear function. And number 5, okay, so obviously, this is not a linear function kasi kagaya nga ng binanggit ko kanina, the highest degree of a linear function should be 1. So, dapat 1. Ito ay 1. Okay? So, yun po ang tatandaan. So, since ito ay squared, so this is already quadratic function. So, quadratic na po ito. Quadratic function na siya. So, this is not a linear function. So, actually, marami kasing function. Okay? Maraming function na equation. Okay? Maraming klase. But since we are talking about linear functions, so focus lang tayo sa linear. So, alin dito sa mga functions na to ang linear? So, ito po, hindi siya linear. This is quadratic function. Okay? Kasi nasa second degree siya. Next. Now, how will you know if the given table of values is a linear function? So, naka-table naman tayo dito. So, first, let's have this. So, let us solve for the perimeter, which is P, and the area, which is A, for every 1 unit in the side of the square. So, our first question is the relationship between the side of a square and its perimeter linear? And then, is the relationship between the side of a square and its area linear? So, kukunin natin yung perimeter at area. Ano kaya ang relationship? Tingnan natin. So, kapag nakuha natin yung relationship nila, i-represent natin sila as a table of values. And then, let's see. Let us compare. Okay? So, paano natin malalaman na linear siya kapag ang binigay ay table of values? So, for every side, so eto, so I have here 1 unit, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So, hanggang dito lang muna tayo. So, we can form the table of values. So, I have here 1 unit. So, kapag meron akong 1 unit, so for each side 1 unit, so ang perimeter nito is, bilangin natin, side 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 units. Ang area niya, ilan ang square unit? Area, pag sinabing area, yung nasa loob ha. So, ilan siya? Isa. So, 1 square unit. Next, pag meron tayong dalawa. So, dalawa yung side natin. 2 units. 1, 2. Yun po yung sinasabi ha. So, 2 units. 1, 2. So, ang perimeter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, 8 units po ang perimeter natin. Anong area? Bilang tayo ng square units. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we have 4 square units. Next. So, what if we have 3 units? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, what is our perimeter? So, bilang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, our perimeter is 12 units. Our area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 units. Okay? And then what if we have 4 units? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units na. So, 4, 8, 12, 16. This is our perimeter. Pag sinabing perimeter, side. Okay? So, our area, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, our area is also 16 square units. Next. What if you have 5 units? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is your perimeter? So, 5 na to, 10, 15, 20. So, your perimeter is 20 units. Your area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, your area is 25 square units. Okay. Now, given this data of perimeter and area, so punta tayo sa data natin. Let us form the table of values. So, gawa natin siya ng table of values. Okay. Sa perimeter muna tayo. So, if we have 1 square unit, o 1 unit rather, so yung perimeter mo is 4. If we have 2, ang perimeter mo ay 8. If we have 3, ang perimeter mo ay 12. If we have 4, ang perimeter mo ay 16. And 5, 20. Okay. So, given the table of values, paano natin nakuha yung perimeter? Okay. What is the function? So, ang ginamit natin is actually y is equal to 4x. So, kung kukunin natin, paano nakuha? Kung i-derive natin yung function niya, we are actually using y is equal to 4x. So, eto pong 4x, ibig sabihin 4 times the value of x, what is x? 1. So, 4 times 1, that's why it's 4. 4 times 2, that's why it's 8. 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 5, 20. Ito po yung function natin dyan. Okay? So, this is the table of values for our perimeter. Now, let us try to observe the difference between your perimeter. So, tingnan natin. So, from 1, as the side increases by 1 unit. So, habang tumataas yung side natin o yung units natin, ilan ang nadadagdag? So, kung titingnan natin, ang nadagdag ay 4. Okay, kung titingnan natin ito, ilan ang nadagdag? From 8 to 12. 4 din. Ganon din sa 12 to 16 and 16 to 20. So, what have you noticed? Kung mapapansin nyo, lahat ng values natin dito ay pare-pareho. Equal amounts yung nadagdag dito. So, ibig sabihin, as the side increases by 1 unit, the perimeter increases by 4. Okay? So, habang tumataas yung unit natin, tumataas po yung, nag-i-increase siya by 4. 4 yung nadadagdag. Now, since both quantities change by equal amounts, so kung mapapansin nyo, 4 yung nadadagdag sa kanya ay pare-pareho, this means that the relationship is linear. So, dito natin masasabi na linear siya. So, halimbawa, binigyan ka ng table of values. So, binigyan ka. Paano mo malalaman na linear function siya o hindi? Tingnan mo yung y. Okay? Tingnan mo yung range. Tingnan mo yung difference. Kapag pare-pareho yan, equal amounts, linear siya. Okay? Proceed tayo sa area. So, lagay natin yung ating nakuha kanina. So, kapag 1 unit, 1 to. This is kapag 2 units, ang nakuha natin ay 4, and then 9, and then 16, and then 25. Okay. Now, so, what do you think is our function here? So, paano kaya nakuha ito? Okay, so, in-square lang natin si x. Okay, so, 1 times 1, 1. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 4, 16. 5 times 5, 25. Okay, so, this is how we get the range. So, yun yung, ito yung ginamit nating function. Now, if we will be looking at the increase o yung difference nito, so, ilan yung dinagdag natin dito? That's why we have 4. So, ilan yung nadagdag natin? We have plus 3. Okay, dito, ilan yung dinagdag mo nung nakakuha ng 9? So, we have 5. Okay, eto, if you will be looking at the difference, ilan ang increase niya? Okay, that is 7, and this is 9. Okay. Now, try to observe. I have here 3, 5, 7, 9. So, as the side increases by 1 unit, the area of the square does not increase by equal amounts. So, hindi siya pare-pareho. So, dito, the relationship is nonlinear. Okay? So, tatandaan na kapag ang binigay sa atin ay table of values, Tatandaan lang po na kapag kinuha mo yung difference dito, yung ilan yung nadagdag or ilan yung gap. Okay? Kapag yan ay pare-pareho, linear. Kapag yan ay iba-iba, hindi siya linear. Okay? So, yun lang po ang titingnan natin. Now, so balikan natin. Kapag ang binigay ay equation, paano malalaman na linear function siya? Kapag po ang highest degree niya ay 1. Okay? And dapat nasa form siya ng y is equal to mx plus b or f of x is equal to mx plus b na meron tayong m at b, slope at y-intercept. So, kapag equation, ganon. Kapag naman table of values, ang titingnan po natin is yung difference nito. Kapag pare-pareho siya, ibig sabihin linear. Pag iba-iba, hindi siya linear. Okay, so what is the graph of a linear function? So, punta naman tayo sa graph. Paano natin malalaman na ang graph ay linear function? So, given the table, so ito pa rin ang gagamitin natin. Ito yung table natin kanina. Kung ipa-plot natin ito, so ang mga ordered pairs natin dito ay 1, 4. So, ito si 1, 4. Ito si 2, 8. Ito si 3, 12. Ito si 4, 16. At si 5, 20. Okay? Sa kabila naman, ipa-plot natin ito. So, ito si 1, 1. Okay? Si 2, 4. Si 3, 9. Si 4, 16. At si 5, 25. Okay. So, tingnan natin. Kapag binigyan kayo ng graph, paano malalaman na linear function? So, tingnan natin ha. So, kanina, based dun sa table, since ang lumabas dito ay equal amounts, 'di ba? So, this is linear. So, ito, hindi siya linear. So, ano ba? So, dapat tingnan natin ito. Ano ba ang graph ng linear function? Tingnan natin. So, gamit tayo, i-connect natin ito. Gamit tayo ng highlighter. Let's use red. Okay. So, i-connect natin ito. So, pasensya na kung medyo, Okay. So, pag kinonnect natin ito, oops, wait. Ulit. Okay. So, pag kinonnect natin ito, tumatabingi. Okay. So, pag kinonnect natin, as you can see, this is a straight line. Okay, medyo tumapatabingi lang siya. Okay, so this is a straight line. So, ibig sabihin, ang graph ng linear function is a straight line kasi based dun sa table natin kanina, 'di ba? Pinakita ko dun sa table natin na equal amounts. So, kapag table of values at equal amounts ang lumabas dito, linear. So, kapag ginraph natin to, straight line siya. Okay? So, tingnan natin to. So, ito, kung titingnan nyo, pa-curve siya. Okay? Para siyang pa-curve. Ayan. O. Kung titingnan natin, pa-curve po yung ating graph kapag hindi linear. Okay? Or, ayan. So, medyo. Okay. So, if we will be comparing these two, so kapag linear, okay, linear to, 'di ba? Kasi equal amounts ang lumabas kanina. Ito hindi. So, tingnan natin yung graph ng linear. So, as you can see, this is a straight line. Okay? Medyo nagtabingi lang sa aking pag-graph. Pero, ang lalabas niyan, straight line. Okay? Dito, kapag hindi siya linear, tingnan nyo ang kinalabasan. Para siyang curve. Pa-curve siya. Okay? Pa-curve ito. Okay, so yun lang po ang tatandaan. Kapag binigyan tayo ng graph, paano nyo malalaman na linear function siya kapag po ang graph ay straight line? So, the graph of a linear function is a straight line. So, ito po, ganito po dapat. Okay? Okay, so test yourself. So, balikan muna natin. Kapag ang binigay ay equation, paano malalaman na linear? Kapag nasa form siya ng y equals mx plus b or f of x is equal to mx plus b. Na meron tayong m, which is your slope, and b, which is your y-intercept. And kapag equation din, paano malalaman na linear? kapag ang degree niya is 1. So, dapat 1. And then, kapag binigay naman yung table of values, paano malalaman? Kapag tiningnan mo yung range at equal amounts ang lumabas. So, kapag pare-pareho yung difference niya, yun po, ibig sabihin linear. Kapag iba-iba, ibig sabihin hindi siya linear. So, titingnan po natin yung difference dun sa range. So, kapag pare-pareho ang nag-result. Next, kapag sa graph naman, madali lang. Kapag nakita mo straight line siya, then that is linear. Okay, so test yourself. Write yes if the equation or table represents a linear function. Otherwise, write no. So, I'm giving you 1 minute. So, 1 minute lang po. Kung hindi po enough yung 1 minuto, you may pause the video. So, I am giving you 10 items. Right, so here's the answer. So, again, yes, yes, no, no, yes, no. So, eto, titingnan lang natin yung difference nito. So, pare-parehong 3, yes siya. Eto, hindi, no. So, eto, pare-parehong plus 2. Kaya ito po ay yes. Okay? So, I want you to share your scores sa ating comment section. Congratulations! Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell para updated kayo for more video tutorials. This is your guide in learning your math lessons, your Wow Math channel.